Y'all asked for another one, so here we go. Characters I would smash with absolutely no shame whatsoever. Why is the last row blurred? Don't ask too many questions. First up, Baby Prune from Spongebob. Hear me out. Have any of y'all ever taken a satisfying shit? Like, I'm talking about those 10-inch single-piece turds where it comes out smooth and with little effort. And before the shit fully leaves your body, you suck it back in just so you can fully enjoy your experience with it. Now imagine doing the same thing to Baby Prune. An added bonus is the fact she is crazy old, so the flexibility she must have would just be phenomenal. Next up, Samantha Manson. After seeing the single piece of fan art, it reawakened something inside of me. I'm not even going to justify this one with any practical reason. It's a purely cosmetic thing. Apparently she's into ghosts, so I might just jump off a building after this video. Then we got the dragon from Shrek. As a kid, when I watched Shrek, I would laugh at Donkey and think that he was an idiot when he tried to raise her up. I mean, she was trying to eat him, so I kind of understand why Donkey was being super flirty. There's something about a woman who's trying to murder you by eating you alive that is every man's fantasy. Also, the dragon technically had kids with Donkey, making her a certified MILF. Up next, Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. This one isn't physical, but she just has a nice personality. Don't get me wrong, this teapot is thick as hell. I mean, there's no reason for the artist to draw her this curvy. But if any of y'all have ever been to the UK, then you know the ladies there got manners. You walk into a shop and they'll say something crazy like, "What can I get you, love?" Love? Call me that again and see what happens, ma'am. Anyways, if I ever met Mrs. Potts in real life, I would fill her up to the absolute top and watch her drown. She's that bad. These ones aren't that crazy, but sadness and disgust from inside out. Oh my lord, bro. These emotions got me feeling a sinful emotion myself. Lust. Sadness was my primary crush because some of these fan artists just gave her some ridiculous amount of thickness. Then I looked up her voice actress. I should not have done that. Then we got disgust. Look at her judgmental face, man. I want her to call me a disgusting monster. I want her to tell me I smell like shit and I should shower. I want her to tell me to no longer partake in any of my hobbies which give me joy. If I ever met her, I would spend the rest of my life finding new ways to disgust her. Her voice actress is also fine as hell. Charlie Morningstar is the last person I got before we enter the top 3. I have never watched Hazbin Hotel, but there was a situation a while back where a dude called Verbalaze went bankrupt and paid $50,000 for an animation with him and Charlie Morningstar. I watched that entire video on Reddit. That's when I paid an animator $50,000 to put my face on Verbalaze's character. I'm bankrupt now, but it was worth it. Subscribe to help me get my money back. Now we're finally in the top 3. In no particular order, I'ma start with the Honda NSX 3.0 Type R. If you know, you know. I want to wash this car even if it ain't dirty. I want to take off all my clothes and just rub my cheeks in the leather interior of the car just to hear the little squeaks. I want to drive this car into a wall just so I can take it to the hospital and nurse it back to health. This car should not exist in its current form because it makes everything else seem uglier in comparison. This is why I will never be one of Elon Musk's minions and switch to electric. Can you imagine having a Honda NSX 3.0 Type R and going to a gas station and slowly feeding this car gas? Gas prices could be $100 a gallon and I would still do it. Next up, Ursula. Hear me out. When it comes to octopuses, I transform into the deep. They got 8 arms, suction cups, and a super high IQ. There is a group chat that I am a part of where we talk about octopuses, and one guy sent this message. Point is, I want Ursula to drag me into the ocean and keep me as her pet until she gets bored of me and then ends my life. Last person I want to talk about is Cheeton. If you are a sane individual, you're probably asking, who is Cheeton? Cheeton is a viral online mascot that is known for causing destruction. Cheeton is also thicker than a boat of oatmeal. 200 likes and I'm making a more unhinged part 3. Also watch the video on the screen.